Yo, Delta Tango Mike, February 15th of Start Now 2020, another Thriving Artist Art Life short. Today I want to talk about the word aspiring. All right, we got to take that out of our vocabulary. Just like the other day when I was talking about wanting, using the word want, I want. We got to watch how we speak and the things that we say so that we mean what, so that the words that we use will actually mean those things that we have in our minds, and that's what we mean to say, so that others can understand us, and the energy that gets out into the world comes back to you because that's what you asked for. And so, so what I want you to do is to shift your focus and be who you are to be in your social media posts and your LinkedIn and your bios, anywhere where you talk about yourself. Do not add the word aspiring. Either you're an artist or you're creative, you're a writer. I mean, you can say that you want to be published, but just because you haven't been published doesn't mean that you can't use the word author. You can use the word author, you can use the word writer, you can use the word animator. You can, right now, if any one of you right now listening to this message was to draw a stick figure, all right? As soon as you finish drawing that stick figure, no matter how it looks, no matter what that stick figure is doing, if it's on a piece of paper, if it's on a wall, on chalkboard, wherever it may be, as soon as you finish it, you're an artist. All right? Because that's what the mindset needs to be when we're tackling these kind of careers and paths that we want for ourselves. We have to believe it, feel it, do it, and be it. So when we say that, we use words like aspiring illustrator. I mean, that I know what you mean, right? I know that we all don't start off at 100% full professional, ready to go. We start step by step, right? And you might be in the beginning steps where you're looking at a creative career as an illustrator and you're like, I want to get paid full time to do this art thing and work in cool projects. Great. But you see how I described it? That's exactly the mindset you need to have and how you talk about your work. Whereas when you say aspiring, well, what is it that's keeping you from being an artist? Nothing's keeping you from being an artist. Nothing's keeping you from being a 2D illustrator. Is that you may not have the tools and the knowledge necessary to be a full-time artist or be an artist who's getting paid for their work consistently. So we got to make sure that we understand language and the words that we use and start taking things out that are not helping us in our energy, not helping us in the way we understand others and the others understand us. I want you to stop saying that art is your side gig. We all have 9-to-5s, one way or the other. I've been a cook, landscaper, forklift driver. I worked at a steel company. I had arms like Popeye in those days. And but listen, I carried my backpack with me every day. I was an artist first. I didn't know anything about art or how I was gonna make it or how much to charge and this is in the 90s, so there wasn't a website and stuff like that. But whenever I talked to people, I didn't tell them I'm a steel worker. I didn't tell them I'm a forklift driver and that I did art on the side. No, art is what I do. Art is what I am, and this is what my life is about. So we got to look at our 9-to-5 gigs as that. That's the gig. That is the tools that we use today to pay for our bills and live the life that we want to live. But art or the creative thing or whatever it is that you're working on, that is not your side gig. That is what you want. That is who you are. So we got to flip that. Flip that the way we talk about certain things so that when you're talking to somebody, and you talk to them and they know who you are, later on they're like, then I can get Dan a better forklift driving job than that. He could work at this other company. No, I don't want a better forklift driving job. I want to be a full-time artist. And so I will speak on and walk on that path of being an artist. So whatever your chosen creative field is, start thinking about it like that. That's your main thing. That is what you do. Make art your main focus and your job that pays your bills be the side gig. Don't list your job that you have no passion for on your LinkedIn profile. I've been a janitor. What else have I? I've worked at Taco Bell. I'm not putting any of that stuff on my LinkedIn. No. Who cares? I was in the Marine Corps. I don't put all that stuff in there. That has nothing to do with my chosen career path. Define what you want, how you can best describe what you're doing that fits what you want, and follow that path. All right. No more aspiring, no more adding things that have nothing to do with the career that you really want. Share your creative experience with your social posts. And let me see, what did I mean to say with that? I wrote down some stuff and I'm trying to read what I said. Share your creative experience with social media posts that you write, draw, or create yourself. So make sure you have a blog on your website. Medium.com, Blogger still exists. I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff out there that still exists. You can write a blog. Create the own content of what it is that you want your life to be. So if you want to be a children's book artist and children's book illustrator, then that's what needs to be in your blog. Oh, I'm working on this children's book illustration. I'm working on this project. Even if it's own personal projects, that's what you want to put out. And that requires two jobs, right? That requires the 9 to 5 and then the real thing that you really want to do. So you got to find the schedule and the time to keep putting out there, but you got to create that content yourself so that when you share online on your social media, then that's what you're sharing, the stuff that you created. Curate your online presence. All right. Be careful of the stuff that you share and post. I mentioned this the other day. Let's not post clickbait. Let's not post websites with content that has a divisive headline and a ton of pages with ads and ads and ads. Create your own content. Tell your story. Tell the world what you're really about. Get rid of the word aspiring and shift your focus onto who you really want to be. I am Delta Tango Mike. Find me anywhere on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And then I am the Creative Genius on LinkedIn and Behance. I have to remember all those things. Plus, check out more of these videos at Artist King on YouTube. They're free. There's a lot of information that I like to share. And if you want to learn more about digital drawing and illustration, check out the Vector Maestro's YouTube channel. All right, talk to you later. Till next time, thriving artist, art life. That's what we want.